That's a good portion of the tree in my first scoop. We'll see how much of it makes it to the pasture. Finishing up my storm damage. Finishing up my storm damage removal.
Need a hand?
I lost half of it during the snowstorm, and the other half was way over here.
And then how you feel?
Yeah, so I just decided it was time for it to go because there's no saving it.
Yeah, have fun, bro.
Thanks. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, or Michael. I'm your host today, and we are looking at a cherry tree that came down during our last unexpected spring snowstorm. Basically lost half of it, and the other half was kind of shooting out this way, and I was going to leave it. And then I was going to leave it for a while, and well, you guessed the rest of it. Here we are. So once again, I'm no expert, just a layperson that bought a tractor, is trying to figure stuff out. So there's probably a world of advice on this, and probably folks that are a lot more experienced at it than I am, obviously. But I didn't want to get a stump grinder out here for one stump, so it's an opportunity to play with the backhoe. Anyway, so my plan is, and it probably doesn't look like it at this point, my plan is to try to keep the sod kind of separated somewhat from the dirt, because I know when you go to fill the hole in, it's a lot easier if it's not mixed together. That much I've learned. Well, my plan is to dig around the stump, cut the larger roots as I come across them, and just continue to work my way through it. I'm not getting the RPMs up so high that I'm gonna break something, hopefully, and just taking my time cutting those big roots. There's probably other terms for them, and until we get this thing to break loose. So welcome. All right, so some may be asking yourselves, why is he doing this? Right now I have a stump grinder. Last tree that we had ground down was $300, and probably have more time than money at this point to play around with this, so I'm after it. And of course, you never know what kind of roots you're going to run into, but trying to take it easy, trying not to break anything, and just working at it real slow. Some people might be asking why I'm trying to maneuver around this hole the way I am. And right behind the tractor is our drain field. And this little workstation that I have set up is the pump out for the all right, don't be fooled that there's no manual labor involved in this event. This is a monster. I wonder if this is ever going to be published. Like, am I going to just put this back in the ground and give up on it? But there's like tree in the ground here. It's crazy big. Been here a while, obviously. So I just been working my way around. Obviously some off-camera activity, cutting roots and trimming back. About to get on the backhoe again, kind of work my way around, see what else I can find as far as roots go. Getting some help from the dinosaurs, cleaning up the worms and so on. So we're back at it here in a minute. About time for this low budget operation to invest in a drone so I can do some of those fancy maneuvers where you can look down in the hole where I'm looking to see what's going on. Not everything gets caught on the time lapse and moving the camera around, in this case a phone. So yeah, I'm making a little more progress. I don't know if you could see the stump starting to move just a little bit. Gave me a little bit of hope. Probably gonna be dash here in a minute, but anyway, gonna go back in, cut some more roots by hand, and keep working my way around. All right, where'd my gloves go? Dang it. I got about 8 feet before I get into the drain field line, so I'm gonna have to shorten this chain up, and then we'll give it a pull, see what happens. Tried to lessen the weight. That's what I was doing with all that drama. So before anybody says it, obviously, maybe to some people, it was obvious to me that that stump could flip this tractor over if I had my bucket too high. That's why I immediately dropped it. The other thing is that I'm right up against the drain field, so I'm gonna have to grab another angle before I try to move it any further. So I'm gonna try to get more weight off of it. More dirt off, maybe a couple more limbs, just keep going after that part of it. But it's out of the hole, and so is half the yard. $300 stump grinder's not looking so bad right now. Well, sorry guys, my battery has died, so I'm having to keep it plugged into the tractor, but you can see what I'm doing here. Probably gonna lose another apple tree at this rate. But we're just trying to get it out slowly. My little skid plate tote top's not working too good.